Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Rich Boy on here, and today I'm gonna give you the top 10 favorite Disney Minecraft rides that you can try for yourself in the Walt Disney World Magic Kingdom in Minecraft. And they're really good. Trust me, I have it. And you can get it too for a lot of Minecraft coins that you can get. So, here are the top 10 favorite Disney rides in Minecraft. Number 5, the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. It was a really good ride, and you get to ride on this cart traveling all inside the cart. You get to ride and see glowing bats, and it was so fast. None of these water me wet, but I do love that ride. The Big Thunder Mountain. The coolest ride in the entire world. And it's sweet. For me, even, I feel like I was in the desert. Like an oasis full of waterfalls, speed and cactuses. And it was so fast. I felt like a cowboy. Miranda's case, a cowgirl. And it was so awesome. And it was so cool. Flying around, seeing waterfalls in a desert. Oh, you got to admit that is so sweet. But it slowed down through high places, and I was in the Wild West. I felt like I was in Mario Party 2 when I felt was a cowboy. And while the ride was good, she got twists, and I got a little dizzy in that ride. And there were flashes through my own eyes. Get it? Through my own eyes? It's a song pun. You know, oh, forget it. If you know it, just put it in the comments if you get it. Anyway, and some of these rides are really flashy. And it was so rad of that ride. More possible of the way to the ride, the more heart I felt. And it was so cool of this. And I almost felt I was in the snow too. And who could have put snow in a desert? And I rode on the ride to the left. It was so cool of that ride for me. Number 4, Pirates of the Caribbean. This ride was very on the water. Sweet, but a little bit of coldness. It was a little scary, but I felt brave enough to do this ride. I did just got some selfies. I got good footage of the ride. Swimming and cooling down. Swinging of its own tail of its own Caribbean. I never actually rode that Caribbean until one video. And if you didn't see it, I recommend watching that video. After this, it'll be a premiere. If you have seen it, well, you're gonna be good. Anyways, this ride gives the tale of the Pirates of the Caribbean, of Jack Sparrow. And it's kind of cool. And there was a talking skull. I was a little nervous about the dark part, but my heart just felt really, 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 really cool. I never actually been to the Pirates of the Caribbean on that ride before. And it's a sweet ride. And look, I was jumping out of my seat. I was scared for a second. And it was sweet. And it was a sweet ride. And there are pirates. I do like pirates. Even though they have real swords, but they're still pirates. Dancing around using swords, slashes, and bashes. It was like a pirate tale. And also, this would be really cool. And there are good pirates and bad pirates. And these pirates are really, really cool. And I don't get to swim. And you know I can't swim. I still like pirates. And also, they were cold. And I'm a little nervous about that part of the ride. I didn't know there were cats or mice. And it's actually side by side. And there were fire. Not like for the roast marshmallow thing, but a city on fire. And I tried to get the drink in. Sorry, apologize for the yawns, but can't stop drinking this. Well, there was a little bit left. I couldn't stop drinking it. I do love drinking. And it's kind of like food to eat. And sometimes food can be really sustained. And that is my favorite pirate of the Caribbean, Jack Sparrow. And at the end of the ride, it was really, really good and respect. And drink up because the drinks of the Caribbean becomes the pirates of the Caribbean. Number 3, Space Mountain. I did a map video on this one time, so make sure you check it out. It's in the descriptions. And it's really sweet. And Space Mountain is actually a good ride that you can see the solar system. See the out of this world outer space. And look, that part is speeding up. And it's really cool. And I feel like I was in outer space in a rocket ship. The rocket ship that could tell how awesome outer space would be. And it's actually a good ride. 2 and 1. And outer space was a good ride for me. And look, I felt like I was an astronaut traveling through outer space, seeing the world all over the place. Traveling and more traveling. You can see the stars that make a picture. That is called a constellation. And I learned that word during triangle. A constellation is a really good ride. And it was a good ride. And it's a sweet ride too. Traveling through outer space. And it's really sweet. And I almost saw La Luna, the moon. I learned Spanish words from Dora the Explorer. And it was a sweet ride traveling. And sweet goal to be at this rate. Number 2, Buzz Lightyear's Dark Command Laser Blast. It's not only a ride, but it's also a game. Really, really sweet of me. And I get to use this laser, and it's to shoot up the targets. And I felt I was a space ranger. And it's also a space ride. That means I can travel through outer space. And I had to use the blaster to hit all these targets. And it's actually a good ride. In the beginning, I just shoot the same target to 1011. And let me tell you about my goal. It's the top. And each high score means something. So let's say if you get to hang on, let me go back to let me see. Let's see. If you get to 1,000, you're a star credit. If you get to 10,000, you're a space scout. If you get to 100,000, that would be a plasma to try plot. If your score is 600, you're a space ace. If you get to the highest score, that's a galactic, galactic, galactic hero. Yeah, a galactic hero. One of the most toughest space rangers in the entire world. And my score is gonna be good. So make sure you watch at the end of this part to see the score, okay? Alright. And I kind of like defeating Surge in the show The Rich Bion Squad. And the targets were so cool. And I thought the game was almost over because it was not. And look at that. It's a ride too. Blasting and blasting. I thought that thing was the boss battle. The first time. But it was just part of the ride. I was freaked out by first. But I felt really cool. And my score was this. You ready? 108. That means over 10,000, which means I'm in the Rangers' first ever class. And it was a sweet ride, and that will be my dream score. Number 1, Peter Pan's Flight. It was a good ride. It was the perfect ride for me, especially Peter Pan. Peter Pan wears green, my favorite color. But my favorite is Winnie the Pooh, so this ride is my favorite. My number 1 ride. That is the reason. Wendy, she wears a good bow. And we just search up to Neverland, and it was the awesomest ride I ever rode. And I just flew around the city of London. London has the Big Ben, which I just saw with my own good eyes. and it was a sweet ride. Even I saw La Luna. Do you remember what it means? The moon in Spanish. I thought it was getting dark soon, but I just saw an island called Neverland. Off to Neverland! I just wanted to say that. Even I saw Captain Hook's his ship, and he just fired at me, and he never fired it anyway. And Gabby loved this part. The mermaids. Gabby is a huge fan of the mermaids, especially her favorite one, Ariel. Ariel is her favorite Disney character. Oh, mine is Winnie the Pooh. And that is why I made some pictures of her in the Disney's Magic Kingdom. And one day I get to try to make a thumbnail of one of her parts of her gameplay of Luigi's Mansion 3. I did a gameplay of it, so make sure you check it out at the end of this video, and it'll be sweet. Soaring through the sky on Captain Hook's ship, and I could have sworn I just saw two Wendy's. That's because this video is sponsored by Wendy's now. Wendy's is a restaurant that has good foods to eat. So, Wendy, and it's also the name of the girl in this story. So, thank you, Wendy's, for sponsoring to this video. And it was a good ride, and thank you, Wendy's, for sponsoring this video. That, my friends, is the whole top 5 in that list. And it was an awesome. And Disney Wendy's, thank you for sponsoring to this video. And thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button. And remember, if you're new to the channel, please make sure that you click on that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. That way, you won't miss any videos in this YouTube channel. And remember to leave a comment down below. Until next time, my friends, adios.